On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Washington head coach before the game. He is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense will have the first possession of the game. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, and you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people. And they enjoy moving people against their will. And this unit, man, they're going to pave holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it, that line up front paves the way and makes his job so much easier.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Malton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? Now, we've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
Firing to the right, complete. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Hawkeyes are marching down the field. The give on the counter. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Finds his tight end and tackled there by the defense.
so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On third down, he drops to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
So the Washington Huskies offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the sophomore running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Washington. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Williams to throw. Makes the catch. It's Moss. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Williams looking for a man. Looking long. Goes high to pull it in. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll give it to Washington. Here's a little room there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Huskies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Washington. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run play action. Skips away from pressure. Oh, he dropped it. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Still running at the 40. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And we've come to the end of 1. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Handoff for Malton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Moulton. And that did not work. Defense spelled that one out from the beginning. And that second down completion was anything but helpful. Threw it in reverse, and now it's 3rd and long. Escapes the pressure going right. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Motion from the wideout. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Williams fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Williams will pass. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the...
Makes a deep grab. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throwing, Williams. Oh, look, Ma, one hand.
Those big tight ends, they got those big old paws, those big mitts, and you could tell he just threw one up in the air, snagged the football and pulled it in, made it look easy with those big hands.
Puts it out of the air. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams to the air again. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to Washington. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Finds us back in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Williams. He's got his man, makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Keeps it himself. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Iowa spends his 2nd time out here. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Looking to move the chains. Washington now on 4th down. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the... We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. It's complete on the right side. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's get things popping with Maryland in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Terrapins coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And talk about a great start to the season. This team is now 6-0 with big aspirations.
The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the big fella. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter play. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Could not make his way to the corner. It'll be 3rd and long. Offense changing the play. 3rd down from the gun. Williams. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Washington sends out the punt team. Solid punt headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. And he knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kamari again. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Got it. Quick step and go. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Hand off Malton running left.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Oh, they're after him. And they got it. The defense coming up big there. And the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked.
Pulls it in down the sideline. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Maybe a crease. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They're going to ride this running back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautifully.
Here's a give to Malton. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. As we head to the 4th quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop him behind the line on 4th down. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Got enough for the first. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's a give to Washington. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Makes the quick grab. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Moulton. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Caught, and he's got room. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Rush is on him. He's got his man. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the run, it's Phillips. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Snaps it in the shotgun. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Dances away. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. They want to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense will stop the clock, 2:04 remaining. They'll have the 2-minute timeout coming as well. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Throwing, Williams. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And he's got it and headed the other way, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's such a great defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Now the Hawkeyes will call their 3rd and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Washington again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. Williams fires to the tight end, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Here's a give to Washington. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Number 93,